Hello guys. Today we are going to talk about why is it important for home-based people to have a computer with at least 4 gigabytes of RAM in their computers. So this is for desktop and laptops. So this is my this is my desktop, and this is the specifications of my computer. So as you can see, I have an 8 core AMD and 16 gigabytes of RAM. So so aside from some applications that are currently already using some memory, so that would be OBS, my sticky notes, and Google Chrome. So let's say that currently I just started my computer, and so just if you've done my maintenance video, then most probably only the antivirus is the ones that's currently running. So I have my antivirus here, ESET. So if we would check, um, this is the only thing that's in here on the notification area. So this is the only ones that are running aside from OBS Studio and the Notepad, and of course Task Manager. So I have here memory usage of 18% already. So as you can see, CPU usage doesn't matter as long as most of the applications are idle. So going here on performance, um, that 12%, that 18 or 18% of memory usage. So in use is at least 2.9 gigabytes. That's basically counting the OBS, which should be using a bit more of RAM. But um, let's say that you need to run the applications that are being used by your company. So let's say like 51 Talk, and you need to open applications. So let's see why uh, we need more RAM. So most of the time they would say you'll need at least 2 gigabytes. Okay, just 2 gigabytes minimum. So as you can see, our memory usage already bumped up 1%, so it's 19%. So the use of memory is basically, this is where the operating system is loaded. Same thing with uh, the applications that are being used by the operating system. So all applications that are being opened will be loaded first in the memory for it to run. So let's say open Chrome. Let's see our memory usage now. So basically the browser is loading the web pages. That's why our CPU usage is up. But once it finally loads all the websites that needs to be loaded, it will go down again. So as you can see, it's going idle, aside from of course the OBS that I'm currently using. As for the memory usage, you can see we already have like 25%, but I do have a ton of like tabs here. So Google Chrome is one of those applications that is really like memory hungry. So that's one, Chrome, and at the same time we do have Skype. So from 2.9 earlier, So 2.9, basically we've already used at least one more gigabyte. So it's like um, if you have 2 gigabytes of RAM, it would already use uh, most of it just by loading uh, Google Chrome and Skype. So let's say we do have another application like QQ or what else? The air class or AC application. So meaning 2 gigabyte wouldn't be uh, would be sufficient to at least load all of the applications. So what will happen is that if the 2 gigabyte RAM is already in full use, your computer would use the memory swap. So this is the swapping of like a part of your hard drive to your to the application. So the operating system will use the hard drive like RAM for it to be able to store the memory from the applications. Um, just a note here that a hard drive is not as fast as RAM. So what happens is that uh, there might be lags that you'll experience. So this usage would probably go up. Okay, so let's see. Just to make sure that you understand how RAM works, I'll be loading some more applications aside from Chrome. I'm not working for 5.1 Talk anymore, so I won't be using any QQ or Air class. This is just to show you how the applications affects your memory and how low memory would affect your the performance of your computer. So from there I've loaded Opera browser. So I've increased my memory usage to 27%. Let's do another one. Let's say Photoshop. So from 27%, as you can see, CPU would only do something if we are basically doing something like loading applications and doing something here from Photoshop. So 1%. Let's try something that would be really tasking. So 29% from 27. I've just loaded VirtualBox. I'll be running another operating system inside my operating system, so this is a guess one. Let's see how many. So as you can see, the more applications that we use, the more we use the memory or RAM of our computer. And this is not just doing something, we are still just loading applications. So meaning if the company you're working for uses a lot of applications, then maybe 2 gigabyte RAM is not enough. So that is why I'm recommending, if you would buy a new laptop, because most laptops are actually, or cheap laptops actually has only 2 gigabytes of RAM, maybe just invest more on the RAM, not for the CPU, but you don't really need a lot of CPU power when you're working at home and just teaching. So as you can see, we're not using um, we're not using a lot of CPU here. We're just using a lot of memory. Oops. There we go. So the point here is that to be able to work efficiently and at the same time not have a lot of problems like crashing of applications, slowdown of your computers, and then sometimes your computer freezes. A lot of times that it's caused by like low memory because the computer cannot handle a lot of applications that you are loading to it. So that's why I'm recommending at least if you'll buy a laptop, go for a 4 gigabytes of RAM. Normally it would cost you around 20 to 28, I think, the last time I checked. Just around 20 would do, and around that price point you'll also be able to like uh, get something really decent, a decent processor. So 42% memory usage. So we've already used 6.8 gigabyte, 103 MB compressed. So basically that's it. So I hope you learned at least something from me here. Make sure to upgrade your computer, upgrade your for most desktop I would suggest upgrade your RAM to at least 4. DDR3 RAMs are really cheap right now, and at the same time you can even maybe upgrade it to at least 8 gigabytes. So that's pretty big one for an upgrade, but it would be really sufficient if you're like running a lot of applications on your computer. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe on my page. That's Waway Tech Ph. So I'll also be or I also have my YouTube, so you can subscribe here and check out my videos. I'll be uploading most of the videos now here on YouTube and then post it probably on my Facebook page. So thanks again, guys, and have a great day.